Hi guys, I want to give you a crash course in recorder. Your first lesson is how to count rhythms in 4/4 time. What's 4/4 time? What's a rhythm? Let's talk about it. At the beginning of this paper, I've drawn a treble clef. The treble clef just tells me start of the line of music. We're going to use these higher notes for the recorder. We'll learn more about what those notes are in video 2. There's also a set of numbers. Right here I have a 4 over a 4. I've circled the top number because the top number is the one I'm more concerned with. It tells me that I have to count to 4 throughout this piece of music. My music's pretty short right here, but I've drawn some lines. We have to separate our notes into groups or we'd get totally lost. So I have these things called bar lines, and inside each set of lines, I have to have 4 beats or 4 counts. That doesn't mean 4 individual notes because our notes have different lengths. Let me show you. This circle right here, just a circle, we call this a whole note, and it lasts for 4 beats. It would take up that whole measure. I counted to 4 and I held that note all 4 beats. So let's put it in the first measure. That is one way I can have the right number of beats in between my bar lines. Then I go right here. I need 4 more beats. There's more than one way to do this, so we're going to draw a whole note and then add a stem. That makes it a half note. Now if a whole note takes up the whole measure, the half note takes up half the measure. So if this is 4, what's half of 4? 2. We are not in math class, but we definitely are using some basic math. 2 beats. So now I have 1, 2. I'm not done. I only have 2 beats in this measure. An easy way to fill it up, just add another half note. 2 plus 2 is 4. So now I've got 4 beats here, 4 beats here. If I draw a half note, which gets 2 beats, and I color it in, now it only gets 1. This is called a quarter note. There are 4 quarters in a dollar. That's how I remember that I need 4 quarter notes in a measure of 4/4 music. Okay, remember? We need 4 beats and this gets 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would sound like this. 4 quarter notes. That's the basics. I can also add a rest. We don't always play a sound in every measure. Sometimes we need to wait a minute or wait a beat. This squiggly line right here is called a quarter rest. These two get the same amount of time, but one of them is sound and one of them is silence. Let me show you. If I draw quarter note, rest, quarter note, rest, and I count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to play on the numbers 1 and 3, but I'm not on 2 and 4. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the correct way to clap and count that, or play and count that. I'm going to draw a bar line because I have 4 beats. Now, see if you can count to 4 and clap on the numbers that do have notes and wait on the numbers that don't. Okay, it should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count to 4 throughout the whole song. Sometimes we even number the measures, so measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 2, 2, 3, 4. You'll have those measure numbers all across your music. In the Good King Wenceslas soprano recorder part, there is this little black box and there's nothing in this measure. That's okay. That is a whole rest. So where this whole note gets 4 beats of sound, its buddy is the whole rest, and we wait for 4 beats. So the alto recorders play first, so we count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Measure 3. 2, 3, 4. Measure 4. 2, 3, 4. Then it's our turn to play. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That half note gets 2 beats. I'm going to play this on piano for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was this right here. That's how we clap and count our rhythms in 4/4 time. All right, check back for video 2 to learn about the fingerings and the notes we use on the staff.